All right, so now we're going to talk about support and resistance. Okay, support and resistance. You should watch this one after you know what a candlestick is and what charts are. So as you can see, I can switch the time frame from being 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hours, and 1 day. I'm going to start with the 1 day chart. And support resistance is simply this. Where does price find support? Where does it find resistance? Support is typically the bottom or the floor, and resistance is typically the top or the ceiling. So you normally want to start from right to left because the far right candlestick is always your current price. All right, and it's still building. As you can see, it's moving. Where everything else is history. So what you want to do, you want to find your most recent market high. So your most recent market high will be right here. Typically, you will want to connect at least 2 points in relation to that. So right here, we know the candlestick has a wick and a body that's pretty close. That's right here. The next closest to price would be 2 candlesticks that have long wicks. Okay. All right. Now, if I scroll back, I could see where the market made more highs and lows. All right. Let me stretch this a little bit. So support and resistance is typically not one finite price. It's more of a zone. So for an example, current price is here. You see these two are kind of touching. One way I've seen it been done is doing a shaded area like this. Another way I've seen it been done is taking the body and the wick. Okay. So the body and the wick typically is right there all together. This shaded area, you can consider that part of the zone. Okay. See how I did that? I have to bring it down a little bit. Basically, it's subject to your opinion in a sense, as far as its precision. But again, it's not a definite price. It's more of an area where price moves and have some struggle. Now, it doesn't always have to, because what can happen is with support and resistance, price could find a resistance here at one point, but it goes through it on the second point. So let's go back. We found the most recent high, the most recent low. I drew up these boxes here. Okay. Like I said, you can do a line or a box. It typically is not a precise price. Typically it's more of a zone. Okay. And just leave it right there. So now let's look at the next high and the next low. I'm gonna just do the line for time's sake. This is the next high. Would be somewhere right here or right here. I'm gonna go with the peak. I'm gonna go with the valley. Okay. Again, we talked about it. Doesn't have to be a definite line. It could be a zone. It could be a zone. Okay. So which means is when price hits these certain areas, see right here, it actually went past it. Again, that would be a zone. So support resistance. Price, let's start from the left now because this is December 2018. Beginning of the year, price will move through this area of resistance and continue until it hit this area of, this area of support, which turned to resistance. It started off as resistance, then it turned to support when price moves past it. Okay. So then it hits this area and has some resistance and moves back to this level or area of support. You catch me on that? Then it hit this level and bounced all the way up to this area. That would be a higher high or a new high, which is an additional level of resistance. It came back down, didn't exactly hit this level here, but if you can see this candlestick, this wick could technically be another level of support resistance. Okay. Right. Typically, you don't want to draw too many because if you zoom in, I'm going to switch to the 1 hour chart. Watch what happens in between these areas. Okay. Now we got a more detailed picture of what happened. Yeah, price went to this area and kind of got stuck out on them lines a little bit. All right, let's see if we can find the next area. Oh, we're already in December. All right. Okay. So all this does is gives us an idea or indication where price will move in a direction and have challenges to continue. The price went up in that direction. It had challenges because of that area and then came back down. Found another area of support and then it moved on. Got back to this other area, moved on. So support resistance is useful to find areas where price struggles at to, go past. And what that does, that allows us to kind of get an idea to predict where price will go and potentially stop. Okay. I guarantee you, but this just gives us a help to where price action is going to take place.